Welcome to this absolutely epic adventure that we take 4 Aussie-built, Aussie-made 4 territories to one of the most challenging off-road destinations on the continent, the Old Telegraph Track, all the way up in Cape York. Not everything goes to plan, but we have an absolutely cracking time doing it. We show you some epic camping spots, a couple of really cool things to do up there, and of course, how could you not do a picture next to the famous sign right at the tip? So sit back, relax, and let us take you through an absolutely fantastic journey filled with a lot of history as well. So come with us on this wild ride. Right, so I've been doing a bit more work on the intake system because, as we saw yesterday, it actually collapsed not once but twice. So what I've done, I've actually put 2 plastic bags around the air intake and taped them up on both sides. And it's actually really interesting. You can see how much air comes through the air box. I mean, so we're just about to see Keith down Palm Creek and it just started pouring rain. So it's got to wait for this to ease up. And so we just arrived at Palm Creek. Wow.
Words I can't say.
Christ. Want me to drop?
I'm saying
In case a tall bloke has a heads up. That's deep. I didn't know what the ATT was 2 years ago, now here we are. Yep. Straight. One straight. Just, yeah. Hold almost this exact line. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Yeah. You want to start jumping slowly. Yep. Just keep those doors straight. Slight, ever so slight. Yes. Let's not do that. Yep. Slight. Yep. You're going to start going slight right. Ever so slight right. Yep. Straight. Right. Yep. Fine. Fine. Fuck yeah!
I think I'm doing it in the SX.
Oh no, I thought you were going to flip it. The first ever 4 territory Aussie-built SUV to ever do the Palm Creek drop. After a quick check, we took him through down the rest of Palm Creek, and at this point we were buoyed by high spirits, thinking nothing could go wrong. Me too. Yep, down and then up. Whoa. Up. Wait, stop.
Oh, it's not bad.
No.
It's not too bad. Could be worse.
No, I don't think anything went in. Yeah, but it's not went in there. Oh, jeez. At this point, things weren't looking good. So me and Lance, we did a bit of an express run back to camp to try and grab a few more tools. But you know what? By the time we got back, Keith managed to get the rig running, and even more impressively, he managed to start driving out of Palm Creek. So taking the lessons from yesterday, I added some waterproofing, ratcheted down the rooftop tent, checked out the winch, and even added a bit of modifications on the rear end, ready to tackle the Telegraph Track, the first ever Aussie-built SUV to ever give it a crack. Let's go. Starting at the Telegraph Track, we just did a mud crossing. That wasn't too bad. I do have my ABS lights back on again, but that's why I got the rear locker. We're just heading towards Palm Creek. I still can't believe that we're here. I really can't. I will be stoked that we do the track. I would like to finish the track. They did a rear tail light. I've got a car that I bought for $1,600. Is actually working and working well. Cape York. What an adventure. Right, so first stand on Palm Creek. Old mate already did a bead. Oh, it just gets better, but man, so happy with how the Canyonero is doing. Doing a bead will be a bit of a theme on this trip, as you'll all see. As we've been driving, oh god, I got mud on my face now. Turns out another bead has been done. Number 3. It is what it is. Any 4B would have this issue. It's not just necessarily a territory thing. So they're just boys are getting that done. We've got the convoy here, all lined up, ready to go. But yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna be happy to make it to the second creek at this point. Yeah, and just get this over and done with. I'm going to prefer having these creeks a lot more than Palm Creek, frankly. The main drop-in was really muddy, so we thought this was a better option. As we were making great time, we got a radio call that one of the convoy was in trouble. Nick was driving and noticed his temperature was going off the rails and the fan wasn't kicking in.
Just the motors. Alright, spins.
Start the car anyway, because I want to make sure that this actually works.
AC on?
AC? Yep. Yeah, she's on.
Woo!
Alright, come on.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, all good. Made it to Camp 1. What a day. I mean, the fact that we're actually here on the Taylor track to start with, let alone making it this far. We had a few calamities on all the vehicles. Raining, so yes, a shame of how wet it is right now, but tomorrow's another day and we'll get on with it. So we've got to chill out, eat a little bit and try and enjoy a bit of Cape York. The next morning, we wasted no time getting stuck into the tracks next to the camp. After a fair bit of driving the tracks, the infamous gunshot hose into view, we decided, nah, we ain't doing the bypass. We're going in hard. We absolutely cannot wait. Alright, so we actually just made it to the famous gunshot creek. We took a look around, we found a line, I decided to do the B line, but to get there, you had to get through a bit of mud.
Left. Right, sorry, my bad. Right.
Full disclosure, this was actually my 4th attempt.
You want me to drive it or what? Hey!
There's a log there.
How you feeling?
Petrified
Good?
and terrified, but I never want to do that again. Straight after the job, I parked myself up, getting ready for Keith to be the first territory to do the main gunshot line. That was an absolutely fantastic day. After that, we took the time to head to camp. Keith did a bit of work in his car. You can see that on his channel. And my lovely wife cooked up an absolute storm out here on the tracks. What a top spot. Relaxed, sat around the fire, and I deleted one of my camp chairs too.
So we need to buy a new chair too.
Now the next morning, we woke up pretty early, we packed up camp, getting ready to take on the last major river crossing, Cockatoo Creek, before finishing the southern section of the Tele track. What a mission. So we just finished camp, and we're going to try and get as far as we can. So there's always a bit of drama on the Old Tele track. Mixed car, we did a crossing here and everyone noticed there was like an oil puddle. Drove the car up, saw that it was actually transmission fluid. Turns out it's leaking from the input shaft where the bell housing meets, where the torque converter meets the transmission. That's a real tough one to fix. Thankfully I don't quite know now how we're going to get out of it, but while it's leaking, we're just going to get out, go. The road is only 3 k's away and we're going to get stuck into it. News isn't good unless there's a shop the trip's over for. Oh mate, it's going to be a rough going for all of us. We'll hope we get out of this. Luckily for us, we were able to get out of it. We crossed the Jardine ferry, it was working this time, and we arrived at probably one of the best campsites I've ever had the chance to go to. Loyalty Beach, almost at the tip of Cape York. We settled in for a bit of a fire and enjoyed the rest of the night. Another day in paradise. We're still here at Loyalty Beach, just taking it easy. I think it's the first time I've actually felt like I'm on a holiday for once and not just adventuring and traveling. It's been really good. Before we knew it, we're on the way to check out a couple of wrecked aeroplanes up here. Hey legends, so you joined me on a bit of a history lesson here in the Cape York region. Now, for those of you who have seen my videos, I actually absolutely love history. What we have here is a crashed C-47 in the military terms, or DC-3 as it's known in the passenger world. Now unfortunately this crashed here in the early hours of the morning, but it's pretty cool to see just a bit of Australian, a bit of war history here in Australia that you would normally see more overseas in Europe and in Asia. So unfortunately it crashed here. It's been left here as a bit of a memorial, but it's not often you get to see something like this. So I'm just going to leave you with a few images. Now that was cool, and it wasn't long before I crossed the airfield to check out yet another downed Australian aeroplane. So what we have here is a Bristol both Australian made torpedo bomber. It was a twin engine radial. It's pretty cool seeing a bit of the wreckage here. You can see the twin engine nacelles where the radial engines would have been. You can also see a bit of the tail that was split from the rest of the fuselage. Again, as I mentioned before, it's really cool to see some bit of Australian history here. Unfortunately, I don't really have much of the background as to why this may have come down, but given it is quite close to the airport, and in the war, what most people don't realise, a lot of planes that came down weren't necessarily because of enemy fire. In Australia, almost no aircraft were down because of enemy fire, maybe a few up in Darwin, but it was quite a rare thing. Over here, had been inclement weather or pilot error. Either way, it's really cool to see this. Now, on the way to the tip of Australia. Now, you can't not stop in the croc tent. It's filled with some pretty cool merchandise. I grabbed a couple of sick t-shirts. And then after this, we were only 14 k's away, which was so exciting. We could almost touch the sign. However, so So we're 14 kilometers from the tip of Australia, and an upper rear camber arm snapped. As you can see there, that's not how it's meant to look. I can't believe now we're 2 cars down. Talk about a journey to the tip of Australia, my days. So I think we actually do have a spare camber arm, so we're gonna whack that in and away we go. This is what happens when you're not careful in these conditions. It's absolutely a shoot off, as you can see. Just gotta be careful out here. These corrugations are relentless. We made it to the tip car park, just doing a window regulator. Happy days. We actually made it, I can't believe it. What a journey. Sheesh. Right, so that's the end of our epic adventure up to Cape York. I am staggered that we've even made it this far, frankly. I didn't even think the territories will make it this far, but we have worked hard and hard again to try and get here. I mean, as you know, we're working here on the vehicles right until the morning of the trip. From everything, from everything from you know, camber arms to pop beads and everything in between. These vehicles have absolutely obliterated the Old Telegraph Track. It's a shame we couldn't do the northern half, but you know what? That doesn't necessarily mean we won't come back. I'm looking at you, Keith. May or may not. We'll see how we go. But in the future, if you have the means, please come up here. Even if you just do the PDR, it's a spectacular spot and an amazing part of Australia. So, as always, if you like what we do, hit that notification bell, subscribe, and just get out there and give it a crack in your all-wheel drive. Catch you guys next time.